Click, Dale.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this game room done and shit, and there's too much shit going on.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. There he goes, right side, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. A big play there by Gordon. 62 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Block 52 the mic. Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. No. Off.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, alert 3. Ship. Watch the ship.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Delta.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss it out to Carson. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 22 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And going deep for... This is caught at the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. From the 27, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
53, Mike. All day, baby, all day.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 26-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Set 180, black 15. Hey, 12. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Come on, D. Hey, orbit. 53, Mike. Good track. Let's go. Hey, we got
Throwing, Rivers. And he finds Howard complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Caught by Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
53, check 53. You must be dreaming.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing Rivers. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Delta! 53. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Check. 53 's mine. Check. 53. Hey, 79. 79.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 27, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, it's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Quit talking about yellow. Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Here I come. Let's go. Hey, no orange. 53. Orange.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 53 is a must. 53. Check 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On third down, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Tillery able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 43, 15. 52, Mike 52, Charlie. Watch the back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 85 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Jump right. Jump. Hey, Red Delta. 34. Bravo. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Artie Burns, former 1st-rounder, there to break that one up.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 13. Check it. He's coming. We got double up. Blue draw Corker.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Rivers now, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. So
from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mahomes going to throw, buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Easy. Check 37. 22 jet bomber. Press now. Hey, ready. Wait, 89.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Flag 15! Flag 50, Flag 50! Exit, exit!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish the 1st half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.